So as reported by many news outlets, House of the Dead is coming to Xbox, PlayStation 4, PC, and the Stadia. And of course, I'm referring to the new House of the Dead remake. You guys saw me using that here on the channel on the Nintendo Switch. In fact, I went out and got me a brand Nintendo OLED as a result of it, but looks like I probably jumped a little too early. We're going to get it on the Xbox and of course PC. Now, obviously with this, we're going to have some actual light gun compatibility. In fact, when I played this on the Nintendo Switch, I wasn't honestly too happy with it because I was bouncing back and forth between using the Joy-Con and then of course also the gyro too. The gyro was a little too sensitive. It was way all over the place, and in fact I had to adjust it many different times, from either angling it right at the TV versus having it at the floor. I was always making an adjustment, and then when I used the actual Joy-Con, I actually had a better experience with that. But guys, we finally have some light gun games on PC and the Xbox. Let's go ahead and get into it. You know what time it is. So since now we have it on the Xbox and the PlayStation and the on the PC, the cool thing is we'll actually get true light gun games and sensitivity. Now I am a little curious as to how it will respond. As you guys know, when I did play this on the Nintendo Switch, I did experiment using the Chrono Zen and also using the original Wii remote on this with the nunchuck, and I was able to shoot at the screen. However, I couldn't move around because the Nintendo OLED does not support the Dolphin bar or the Wii sensitivity. So with this, honestly, nobody's been able to play this game under a true light gun setting. In fact, some of the guys have had this emulated on Yuzu, which is the Nintendo Switch emulator on PC. I don't think any of them have had the Senden AE or the Gun 4 IR light guns working with that particular emulator. We didn't spend any time, too much. And then of course, this pops up. So obviously we're going to get some more experience with this on the Xbox, PS4, and PC. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to test the AE light gun or the Gun 4 IR on the PS4 to see if it will work. And then also too, I'm really curious to know if this game will really respond to a light gun. Now, this game was made, at least from my understanding, I believe this was made particularly for the Nintendo Switch, and it doesn't really respond like a light gun game should. It's entirely different than some of the other light guns that you really have seen out there in terms of sensitivity and settings and how it responds. And then of course, as you guys know here on the channel, I did show you the AE light gun and the Gun 4 IR are both compatible with the Xbox One. Now, I'm still working with the sensitivity on that. I think a lot of that has to do with the calibration. When you guys saw me using the Gun 4 IR on the Xbox, obviously it wasn't fully calibrated. I'll do that when this game comes out, make sure it's fully calibrated with my PC, and then of course try to use that again on my Xbox One to see what happens. And then of course the calibration issue is a little different with the AE light gun because I'm using a smaller Dolphin bar, so it's really sensitive, but however it does work. And the reason why it works with the AE light gun and Gun 4 is because it registers as a mouse input. And as you guys know, the Xbox One does support mouse compatibility, so it reads it that way, and then of course you can pull the trigger. Now, in reference to the Senden light gun, you're not going to be able to use the Senden light gun on an Xbox if you guys are getting this kind of game. And then of course, if you don't have a light gun whatsoever, you'll have to use a standard control. So that's really unfortunate. But if you have a PC, you should be able to use your Senden light gun, Gun 4 IR, and AE light gun. It should be integrated. The only concern I have in regards to that is how will this respond? It's entirely different. Hopefully maybe they made some adjustments so that way, at least for the PC anyway, and especially the Xbox. I would say even the PS4, because both of those accept mice inputs. However, I haven't tried any of the light guns with the PS4. But I do know, hopefully they maybe reconfigure this specifically to handle light guns, especially even the Wii Dolphin bar as well. But I know with the Nintendo Switch OLED version, the movement wasn't there, even if you could get it working. So I am really happy to know that this game is coming to the Xbox and the PC. I will be getting both. I'll do some tests with it for you guys here. Obviously, there hasn't been a true light gun test or view for this game to see if you guys really like it, but we'll have to really see. But obviously this game, I think it was sold, okay, so it will be selling for $24.99 as of April 28th. I'm really happy about that. A lot of modders and guys who are in the community making arcade images are really happy with this, because there's been a huge influx of people asking for light gun games and light gun connections and etc, etc. And I'm pleased to announce you guys were the first here to watch true light gun working on the Xbox here on the Kiodiekin hobby channel. So a lot of people had doubts about that that it would work, and I was like, well, yeah, it should work. It works as a mouse, right? And you know, so I had to make a video to prove everybody wrong. And then of course, now I will tell you that if you are trying to use one of the AE light guns or gun fours, obviously I don't suggest just trying to buy it, you know, one of those guns, you know, particularly for that. It's not made for that. I still have to take a look at the sensitivities settings to see if it's fully capable. I mean, it does work, but I know there's some calibration issues as far as it being too sensitive with like Gears of War and several other games that I did try. Now I also know that when I did try the AE light gun on the PlayStation 3, it did respond, but it was way off. The sensitivity in terms of the mouse, it was just too uncanny to really control. So that might just be a infrared issue in terms of getting something long enough across the screen so that way it sees all the points. But it did respond. It wasn't, you know, accurate or great, but it did work. But yeah, you guys should be able to use a current light gun, even if you have the Wii Dolphin bar. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's the Wii or the Wii U remote, and you get a Dolphin bar. A Dolphin bar is basically your Nintendo bar from the Wii or the Wii U, but except it has a USB connector on there. Originally, years ago, it used to cost 17 bucks. Now I think those things are like $30 now, because everybody's buying them up to play light gun games. And so that should also work for your PC too. Make sure you guys take a look at the links in the description. I have links to all the accessories and stuff that I use here on the channel, at least most of them anyway. You can get most of them on Amazon. And then of course, if you guys are interested in a Gun 4 IR, make sure you hit up Arpeg Electronics for your Gun 4 IR. He's the only official distributor. And then also you can message or go to the AE Light Gun page on Facebook. There's a back order on the AE light guns, but those should work. But again, we'll really have to wait and see how they really respond. I'll give you guys a full tutorial and view of my personal impressions with light gun technology on this, because I know this is a light gun based game, but it did not respond as a light gun game on the OLED. And so I hope they change that, because with the gyroscope moving around and everything, it had potential, but I know it wasn't there. And I talked to one of the other guys, he kind of said the same thing, like even if you can get it working, it probably won't feel like a light gun game. So we'll do some tweaking on that. I'll take a look at it. In fact, I have the AE light gun and the Gun 4 IR and the Send-In light gun for PC. So I'll probably try all three for those. I also have the one-shot light gun. I think Kong has that right now. I do have the one-shot light gun. Haven't fully got that working, but that should also be compatible with PC. So you have a number of different choices you can choose from. And then of course you also have the aim track gun for PC as well. But yeah, I can't really wait to see how this game is going to run, see what the differences are. Personally, if you're planning on using playing this game for, you know, console and using a controller, I would just avoid that. I mean, I really don't see the logic in releasing this for Xbox or PlayStation 4. PlayStation 3, in my opinion, would have been better, or because what they had the PlayStation Move with the lights and the 3D gaming stuff, so they did have light gun sensitivity and connectivity there with the PlayStation 3. But PlayStation 4, I don't think they have any type of light gun setup. I mean, if they're anticipating you using a controller, even with the Xbox, that's just really not ideal. I mean, unless you're just somebody who wants to play this for fun, you know, I get it. But, you know, we all like to play this kind of stuff for fun and not have a, you know, something really ruining our experiences. But this will be coming out on the 28th, which is what, next Thursday, next Friday or so. Hopefully, if we're using this on Steam, it should have a co-op mode. I know Bang Bang Pew Pew also had a co-op mode as well for 2 players, so that is something that I am anticipating. Hopefully they left all those things there, but we'll really have to wait and see. But this is Kiodiekin. Just wanted to give you guys my thoughts and concerns about this. I know a lot of my subscribers will have questions, but relax. I'm going to show everything here. I'm going to demonstrate everything on the channel, show all the guns working. Let me close this out. I'm going to show all the guns working. I got them here, so you guys don't have to worry about any questions. In fact, you guys can reference my previous videos that I did have, you know, doing a test with the AE, the gun 4 and everything. But I think what I'm gonna do is get a bigger or longer infrared bar to see if the AE light gun could be calibrated just a little bit better than the sensitivity settings that I'm using. I'll probably set them further apart, see if that can give me better sensitivity. And then, of course, I'm going to actually calibrate the gun for IR, see how that responds too, because a lot of people were really anxious about this game and was even going the route just to try to get light guns to work with this, installing it on a PC using the Yuzu emulator. Obviously, a lot of that didn't work. And then also, just so you guys know, yeah, when I did try to use the Wii U and use the Chronos, if you are using this on Xbox, if you have a Chronos in, or if you have the Titan 2 gaming adapter with the Bluetooth module, you should be able to hook this up to your PS4 or your Xbox and use it as a light gun. I've never really tried to move around using the Wii sensitivity with either one of those, but it should respond. So those are the only ways I think, other than, you know, the other unconventional method of using the gun for the AE for the Xbox. If you are trying to get some type of light gun action for Xbox or PlayStation 4, is by using the Wii remote and then also using the Chronos Zen, the Chronos Max, or the Titan 2 gaming adapter. Last time I checked, the Titan 2 gaming adapter was completely sold out. They were completely out of stock, and even trying to find that additional Bluetooth adapter for 70 bucks, you couldn't find them. They were long gone. But again, guys, this is Kiodiekin. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Please let me know your thoughts about this video. Let me know if you have any questions. And for those of you who are interested in supporting the channel, because I spend a lot of money in terms of time testing, you know, not so much for enjoyment, but just answering questions and giving you guys this great content, check out the Patreon, Kiodiekin. I appreciate it. You guys all have a great night. I'll catch you guys later. We'll be back for more. Peace.